I am super excited because today I have an EFT tapping video that is about brainwashing yourself to be wealthy. Now, this is the first in a series of videos that I'm going to be doing, EFT tapping videos, all about shifting your identity, because identity creates behavior and behavior creates results. So you shift your identity and your behavior automatically changes, and then the results follow. Not necessarily immediately, but it is a natural consequence of the shift in behavior that you ultimately will get the results that you want. So make sure that you are subscribed, because I have a load of videos that are coming your way that are going to totally transform your world, your life, your results, help you to become the person you need to be to create the amazing results that you want in your life. To make this video as impactful as possible, it's broken into 4 primary sections. The first one is actually giving you the knowledge and understanding of why this particular approach is so influential and so impactful and so transformational, so you understand the principles behind it. Step number 2 is we're going to do a tapping on the negative. So we're going to tap out the negative. Step number 3 is we're going to tap in the positive, the new identity. So we're going to tap out the old identity and then tap in the new identity. And phase number 4 is we're going to do a visualization at the end. So this is going to be incredibly transformational. Let's get into phase 1, understanding the foundation of these principles and why they're so important. So I need to give you a framework first. So just bear with me for a couple of minutes while I walk you through the introduction to this series of videos and why this is so important. So firstly, in brainwashing yourself to be wealthy, wealth is not about what you have. Wealth is created as a consequence of who you are and who you are willing to become. So the wealth and the money that you have is about who you are. So your bank account follows your identity. Your business success follows your identity. Your health and your relationships follow your identity. The results in any area of your life follows your identity. So you change your identity and the evidence eventually follows. It is a natural consequence, and it is by law, that is by design. Now, it's not going to be immediate. You may have to wait a little period of time before you see the results really start to flow, but it won't take long. The point is that you must be loyal to your new identity until the results start to appear. Don't question it, just follow the process and make sure that you keep coming back to these tapping videos, because I'll be walking through different elements of shifting your identity to really be able to create the results that you want in your life. So let me ask you a couple of really important questions to set this up. Does money have control over you and your choices? Or do you have control over money? Question number 2, who do you need to become? And what do you need to believe to have control over your money? Here's the thing, we don't consciously choose our beliefs about money. We inherit them or adopt them as a result of what we are repeatedly exposed to in our environment, particularly when we're very young. We are a product of our environment. So as a result of the repeated exposure from our environment, most people have come to believe things like, wealth is for other people, not for me. Money is hard to make. Wealth requires too much sacrifice. Rich people are greedy, selfish, unkind, nasty, uncaring, thoughtless, egotistical, bombastic. They're bullies. They think they're better than everyone else, will do anything for money, and a bunch of other really negative beliefs about wealthy people. Now, if you believe those kinds of things about wealthy people, do you think you'll ever become wealthy? Probably not, because you don't want to be associated with those kinds of traits and characteristics. Do you? Because you're a good person, aren't you? I know. That's why you're here. And that's why I want you to be wealthy AF, so you can have the impact that you are here to make in the world. Other beliefs are things like normalizing financial struggle. Wanting wealth or having more than our fair share is greedy and selfish. Security comes from employment, and we are beholden to that golden paycheck. Wealth is scarce. There's not enough in the world. Do you identify with any of these, or there could be a bunch of others that you have adopted as beliefs within you that are keeping you stuck and preventing you from being open and to being the person who is wealthy and taking the action of a wealthy person? Because you don't get what you want. You get what your identity allows. Let that sink in. Now, your identity is formed through a variety of different influences within your environment. Things like family conversations around money, which weren't necessarily verbalized, but might have been just or part of what was demonstrated within your environment. The school system programming, media narratives, the different media that you are exposed to, like films and entertainment, cultural beliefs, religious messaging, observing stressed adults growing up within your environment, the stress around money, fear-based economic narratives that you might have heard through the media and through different channels. All of these have influenced your wealth consciousness, and this is why I say you haven't chosen your beliefs about money. You have adopted them and inherited them through your environment. This is key. This is important. So drop the shame, drop all the guilt. It's not all your fault. Now that you are armed with this knowledge, you can shift the subconscious beliefs. You can shift your identity, and you can now choose to become the person you need to be, who is wealthy AF, so you can have a greater amount of influence and impact in the world, and you can help to make the world a better place and live the life that you truly desire and deserve, because that is important. So what I want you to do is start by tapping on the side of the hand and repeat after me. If you're not familiar with this process, then all you need to do is tap on the points that I tap on, say the phrases that I say, and you will feel a shift. Okay, start with this phrase. Even though I have identified with a person who struggles and a person who doesn't have a lot of money, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Even though my life is defined by struggle and who I am has normalized struggle, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me. Even though I have embodied the person who struggles financially and who experiences financial lack and scarcity, I deeply and completely love and accept all of me, and I am ready to embrace a whole new identity. Okay, tapping through the points, starting with the inside of the eye. This identity of lack and scarcity. This identity of financial struggle. I was brainwashed into lack and scarcity. I adopted the beliefs from my parents that have caused me to experience financial struggle. I have embodied the identity of somebody who plays small. Lack and scarcity is a part of who I am. I keep proving that money is hard to make. I'm afraid I'll be judged and criticized if I become wealthy. I'm afraid I'll be ostracized and I'll lose my friends if I become wealthy. I'm afraid my family will reject me if I become wealthy. I'm afraid I'll become a bad person if I become wealthy. I've made financial limitation a part of my identity. I've been living with the identity of lack and scarcity. I choose to know I don't need to embody this identity anymore. I can honor my past without having to recreate it. It's safe for me to release my identity of lack and scarcity. It's safe for me to release my identity of financial struggle. It's safe for me to release the person who struggles financially. I choose to release my old identity of lack and scarcity. I choose to release my old identity of financial struggle. I choose to release financial struggle. I choose to release lack and scarcity. I choose to release this old identity that has embodied lack, scarcity, and financial struggle. Okay, deep breath. Release all of that old energy and your old identity. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Another deep breath. Release it all. Letting go of that old identity. You do not need to keep carrying this identity with you. It is gone. It is done. It is over from this point forward. No more old identity of lack and scarcity. How does that feel? I want you to close your eyes for a moment. I want you to imagine the new identity, the wealthy, successful, abundant identity, the person you become. What are the traits and characteristics that you exhibit and express as this new, wealthy, successful person who lives in a state of financial abundance? Remember that abundance and wealth is not about what you have, it's about who you are. And once you shift your identity, your behavior now expresses that new identity, and your behavior creates your results. It's all a consequence and a natural flow. So now that you are adopting this new behavior, the results will naturally flow ultimately as a consequence. I know that this is really resonating with you. I can feel it deep within my heart. So now we're going to do a positive tapping around, and we're going to install, now that we've worked on releasing the old identity, we're going to use tapping to install the new identity, to rewire your neurons and your brain to install the new identity of the wealthy person. Are you ready? Start by tapping on the inside of the eye. It is safe for me to release my old identity, and it is safe for me to adopt a new identity. I choose to be open to changing my identity. I choose to be open to embodying and embracing the identity of a wealthy person. I choose to know it is safe for me to embody and embrace the identity of a wealthy person. I'm choosing day by day to become a wealthy person. I am becoming wealthy. I am releasing all old beliefs that stop me from being wealthy. Wealth is a natural part of my expression. Wealth is a natural expression of my new identity. I create value, and value creates wealth in my world. Wealth expands my ability to serve. I am learning to think like a conscious wealth creator. I am learning to think like a wealthy person. I naturally adopt behaviors of a wealthy person. I naturally behave like a wealthy person. I am becoming a wealthy person who solves problems. I am a wealthy person who helps people who need my help. Wealth helps me to amplify my mission. Wealth empowers me to help a lot more people and achieve my vision. Wealth amplifies my ability to live my purpose and my passion. I belong in rooms where wealth is normalized. I am attracting a tribe of wealthy, conscious entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference, and I am creating more of a difference as I create more and more wealth. Okay, deep breath. Let out any old energy that no longer serves you. Again, deep breath. Release it. If you have enjoyed this and you have felt a shift within you, then know that this is just the beginning of an incredible journey that has been going to be so transformational for you. If you could do me a favor, like and comment below, let me know how this landed for you, because that helps me reach more people with this incredibly powerful technique. Do yourself a favor and subscribe, because then you will receive notifications of when the next new video comes out, particularly if you hit that notification bell, because there is going to be a lot more videos like this around helping you to shift and embrace and embody the new identity of a wealthy, successful person who is living life on your terms and has control over your money instead of money controlling you. So now I'm going to do a visualization for you, okay? What I want you to do is close your eyes and just follow my voice and go through this visualization. I want you to see your bank balance. Now, don't freak out. Doesn't matter where your bank balance is right now. What matters is the fact that it is growing. Your bank balance is growing. Visualize the consequence and what shifts in your world as your bank balance grows. You feel a sense of calmness and confidence around money. You have a sense of certainty because you are applying your knowledge to being able to create more and more abundance in your life as you create more value in the world, and that value generates more and more wealth. You are making decisions from a place of abundance and wealth. You're investing this money that is coming in into creating more value in the world and to creating more wealth in your life. You are funding causes that really matter to you, that are a part of your heart and soul. You're supporting family and community. You are using your wealth to make a positive difference in the world. And as you generate more wealth, this positive influence just grows and grows and grows. As you're watching this unfold, as you are creating your future as this new person who you now identify as, notice the traits and characteristics that you exhibit. Notice how your behaviors have changed. Notice how you make decisions differently. Ask yourself the question, who would I be if wealth felt normal? This is an important question and I want you to write it down. What would a wealthy person do today that my current identity is postponing? Write it down. Write your answer down. It's time to stop postponing becoming the wealthy version of you and starting embodying and embracing the traits, the characteristics, and the behaviors of that wealthy person, because that is what will ultimately create your wealth in your future. You can build an empire when you become identified as the person who builds an empire. Are you with me? I know you are. Okay, I love your work. Now, if you want another tapping video about wealth and abundance, you can check this one out. This is about having the Midas touch.